Hi guys, it's Shibless Crossing, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to use the ACNL RAM editor. Today I'm going to be moving my second player character's house, which is right here on the map, all the way down here. So I'll be showing you the area that I'm going to move to. I made a little forest, and I'm going to put it right smack in the middle. So I've cleared out a 3x5 space, as you can see right here, with a bunch of stuff surrounding it so I can see where it is on the RAM editor. So what you want to do is you want to dump your file into your SD card. So we're going to go to Internet. We're going to go to URL. And we're going to go to bit.ly/ACNL_dump. And if it works, this bottom screen will turn green. There we go. Alright, it's going to say that an error occurred. That doesn't really matter. Just go back to your game. At this point, you can turn it off, but I'm going to save so that I don't get resetting. And I'm going to eject my SD card and put it in my computer. Okay, so this is my apparatus. Usually since I have a Mac, the SD card would go into this slot, but mine only does read for some reason, even if it's set to read write. So I bought this USB SD card reader, and so this is my SD card inside of there. And this is an extender because when I have this plugged in, my mouse doesn't fit inside of this USB slot. So we're going to go over to my computer and load up the ACNL RAM editor now that my SD card's plugged in. Okay, so I plugged in my SD card, and this is the file that we just created on our DS. So we're going to go over to the RAM editor and bring that ACNL RAM.bin over, and we're going to open it, and here's my lovely town. So here is where I want my house to go. So I'm going to use a nearby house where I know where the coordinates are already at in order to bring it over, because this grid is super inaccurate, and it's just really hard to count because you can't see the numbers or anything. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to use this 6 villager house, and I'm going to use those coordinates to move this character house. So basically it ended up being 2 up and 14 to the left. So you want to subtract 2 from whatever. If it's up, you want to subtract. If it's down, you want to add it, because 100 is down here, 16 is up here, 16, 100. So you want to subtract 2 and subtract 14 since it's to the left and up. So I'm going to go over to my buildings, and I already did this in like a previous recording, so it's already right. But you would want to edit this to, it would not be these numbers, and you would want to edit it. So I'm going to save it. And we have ACNL RAM 9 because I've done this 9 times. So we're going to move it over here, and we're going to change the name because it has to be, you can't have the 9 in there if you want to inject it properly. So we're just going to rename it back to ACNL RAM.bin. And then I'm going to inject my SD card, and then we're going to go back to my DS. Okay, so we're back to my DS. A word of caution, do not change the date, see how the date is the same, between when you dump the RAM and when you are about to inject it, because if you inject the RAM with a different date, it will do the new day cutscene, where Isabel's like, oh, everybody, it's a new day, let's do our best. And then it will save your game, and that's very bad, because then you haven't seen any changes, and you don't know if you accidentally put some stuff on top of some other stuff, and that's just bad news, so don't do that. It's a bad idea. Okay, so we're going to go to the internet browser, and we're going to actually inject it now. We're going to go to URL. I'm going to go to bit.ly/ACNL_inject. Okay, it's different. This time it's inject, not dump. And if it works, the bottom will turn green. And it does, yay. So now it has worked. It's going to crash, that's fine. And then we go back in the game. Nothing happened yet. So we're going to go inside my house. And back outside. And then hopefully, if it worked, the villager house will be at the bottom. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's go check and make sure that I aligned it properly. Make sure you can go inside and outside all buildings that you move. Very important. Okay, so actually first, before we go down there, we're gonna, this is where it was. There's a big, like, invisible wall that you can't go through, and that's normal. Do not be alarmed. It's just in RAM, so, like, it hasn't saved yet. No big deal. Alright, so we're gonna go down here. And, oh my god, look, it's perfect! Right where I wanted it. Oh my goodness. So... Oh yeah, you can walk through a BT dubs. Kind of creepy, but you're supposed to be able to do that. You gotta make sure you can go inside of it so that the door is not on top of anything strange. And we can go inside of it. Huzzah! Okay, so basically, now it's fine. It'll probably delete that tree that's directly to the left of it because it's like in the no-go zone. It needs one space around the outside of it for it to work. But it'll just delete it. It's no big deal. So if there's anything underneath it, it would just delete that. It would be on top of it in the preview, but I got rid of everything so I could see it. Anything that's on top of it will be deleted. So don't worry about that. Unless it's a house. Don't put houses on top of other houses. It's a bad idea. Okay, so basically I'm just going to save my game since this is how I want it. I'm just going to save it, and then once I save it, it will be there. Okay, so that's awesome. And then if you wanted to edit it some more, you would just dump it after you save it. You would just load up the game back and then redump it. So basically, that is how you move houses in the RAM editor. Thanks for watching. Bye.